Greetings, the Astro 30 here, yet again with a quick one for you, and a last look at this T1 subwoofer amplifier. Now, I've done some investigation and I've reverse engineered the MOSFET series pass regulator circuit just to see how it functions and why we're only getting, 88 volts on the supply rails to each of the output stage collectors. So we'll have a look at what I've got. Now, we've got clamping diodes here and here across the gate and the source pins of each MOSFET respectively, which would be setting our initial voltage to 44 volt, I would assume. And we're also sampling the positive going and negative going output cycles through these two diodes. This transistor, which controls this transistor here, which controls the gate, and into this transistor, which controls the gate of this transistor respectively. We've also got bootstrapping over here with this 47 microfarad 100 volt cap. So that's just a standard way of bootstrapping an amplifier. It just improves the linearity of the output stage and its gain. So there's probably a resistor connected on this diode, and the interesting thing is we've got plus 82 volt here, minus 82 volt here. That's the high side winding. They're also using the plus and minus 46 volt rail on the other winding to control these two transistors, which I also found rather interesting. What I think is happening, because we're sampling the output signal, as the output amplitudes of the signal increases, so too does our supply rails. And if we look down here, there's a resistor here, mysterious value. I'm not sure what the value is, I can't see it because it's buried right next to the filter caps. But they're obviously using this as a shunt regulator from minus 46 volt rail, so I don't know the value of this center, what its voltage is, not without measuring it. But what I think they're doing is, by sampling the output, in this case the negative going cycle, is controlling our gate voltage here, and basically this is turning into a voltage multiplier. By how much, I don't know. I'd have to investigate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up a test lead at this collector here, test lead at this collector here, into a multimeter measuring the DC, input signal, dummy load and oscilloscope, and we'll just see if I'm right. Okay, so I've got a red and a black clip lead across the collectors of the NPN and the PNP transistor sets respectively to measure the positive and negative voltage supply rail, which is hooked up to my multimeter, and the output is connected to a dummy load and the oscilloscope. Now, I initially thought that something else had gone wrong with it because I was getting no output. Well, it turns out one of my clip leads was open, so yeah, that would do it. And when I say my clip lead is open, I mean one of these, and I mean there's no continuity through the clip lead. So there must be a break in the wire or something in the middle. Don't know, but there's no continuity going through this alligator clip lead anymore. So this is pretty much dead. I could always replace the wire. I doubt it's the clip leads or the alligator clip ends themselves. Anyway, on with the test. I've got the oscillator set at about 20 Hertz. Well, not about, it is 20 Hertz. Now, if I'm right, as I increase the volume, that voltage reading on the multimeter should also increase. Here we go, turn it up. See that? The voltage jumped up, even though the waveform looks like absolute shit. And we're getting about 87.5 volt peak to peak out. That's with the control full, so I'll turn that back down. I'll change the oscillator to 10 Hertz will do, which is going to look even worse. Turn it up, 90, Yeah, we're almost getting 100 volt peak to peak out with a supply rail of 90. So that's exactly what that circuit is supposed to do. Isn't that interesting? So I can safely say that this one is actually repaired and working as it's supposed to. So this can go back to the owner and I can get it out of my hair. This was only just a little short video to test the theory, and I'm confident that it's working fine. So if you enjoyed this video, please remember to rate, comment and subscribe below. And as always, this is the Astro 30 saying see ya. Thanks for watching.